Wake up, Milla. Please, open your eyes. Thank goodness.
Where are we? A cell?
We've been taken to Fort Gandala.
I see.
You decided to finally wake up.
How dare you trap us in here?
I am Gilland, Deputy Chief of Staff for the Nachtigal military.
Call yourself what you will. You're just another of Nachtigal's dogs.
I'll take that as a compliment. There's something I'd like to ask you. You stole the key to our device, yes?
What device?
And I hear you hid it somewhere, correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
On your feet! Out of the cell! Move!
Now, let's try this again. Where did you hide the key?
What key?
Wait! What are you? No! How horrible.
Look at your ankles. That woman was wearing the same device. If you passed through that hex zone while wearing it, well, you saw what happened.
You won't get away with such brutality. It's a violation of the Sapstrath Convention.
Now where is the key?
You're wasting your time.
No!
You don't care what happens to your friend here?
Your threats are meaningless to me, human. I have no fear of death, or injury, or loss. Go ahead and push me through. Push us all through. Maybe then you'll see I'm not kidding.
Preparations for the experiment are complete. I leave the prisoners to you. Make her tell us where the key is, or else.
Yes, sir! Start talking!
What's wrong? Your boss left you a big job and you have no idea how to accomplish it? Why not start with a full body search? You'll learn quickly I don't have this key on me.
Fine.
Not the sharpest blade in the Nachtigal military, are you? Now let's see if the hostage strategy works on your comrades. Drop your weapons. I've had enough of this place. Driselle, I don't suppose you can wield a sword. I figured. Elize, you look after her.
I can't! Not without Tipo!
What?
I need Tipo to fight! It's okay. I can look after myself. Don't cry, Ellie. I'll protect you. Let's go.
Very well. We'll need to get these shackles off first.
Right.
We'll need a key or some means of deactivating it. We'll find our solution, and find Tipo as well.
Okay.
And with that, welcome back everybody to Let's Play Tales of Xillia. this is a unique episode because, well, actually we got a skit here.
Elize, Driselle, we have to hurry.
But if we get careless, our hex shackles could explode.
Gillen said they only explode when you step in a hex zone. It seemed quite precise. It should not explode otherwise.
You have that much confidence in our enemy's traps?
It's merely conjecture. There could be any number of other possibilities.
So in other words, we can't be sure of anything.
That is correct. But no one can ever make guarantees about the future.
I'm a daughter of House Cheryl. I can get through this. I can't be scared. Are we going to be okay? Yeah. Hang in there, Ellie.
Anyways, this episode's kind of unique in a sense because this is a segment where Milla and Jude are split up, and this is completely exclusive to Milla's story. This segment right here is when Milla gets captured by the Nachtigal army. We're here at Fort Gandala, and as you guys can see, this playthrough on Milla's side is actually recorded pre-recorded, and it's with a New Game Plus file. I played through the game again, and I had practically all the stuff that we need for this episode, so that's kind of what I did here. But right now, we're trying to find a way out of the area right here, and as of right now, you can only play as Milla because, as you guys heard in the cutscene, Elize can't fight. And as you guys can see, the enemies are kind of weak. Granted, I'm a little bit over leveled because I am playing on New Game Plus. New Game Plus, it will kind of tell me that, or New Game Plus, I'm able to level up a lot faster, so that's why I'm a lot stronger. So that's one thing I kind of wanted to point out the difference. I am playing New Game Plus on this, and as you guys can see based on my sword, this is probably the best sword that you can buy in the shops when the shops are like level 100 or something like that. That's the max level you can get. Normally, you wouldn't have this unless you're playing New Game Plus. So, if you're wondering why I have that, that's the reason why. But if you get close to the hex zone right here, and actually a little pop-up will say, I can't go any further than this, my shackle will blow up. That's kind of how it is. I am keeping in all the battles because they're going in fairly fast. So I figured it'd give me time to talk about it. And, of course, when you go in one of the rooms here, you'll be greeted with a Nachtigal guard here, so you just have to beat the crap out of them. And once you do, you'll be able to do so, or be able to continue with plot.
Excellent. I believe this is the key to their control room.
Will Tipo be there? He has to be. We'll find him soon, okay?
And with that, now that we've gotten the key here, we got another skit.
It's been so long since I've had to fight alone. I'd forgotten how tiring it can be.
Are you okay?
Don't worry. I will protect you.
Thank you. You just said that you were willing to sacrifice us. Now you're gonna protect us? Which is it?
It's both. If I can protect you, I will. However, if I'm forced to make a hard choice, I will not hesitate to do so. That is my duty as the guardian of this world. We can't tarry any longer. We have to move on.
I don't know how anyone could carry that burden. I understand. My brother has that duty too.
And another one.
Tipo, where are you?
Elize, fear and panic won't bring Tipo back to you.
But still... Milla, can we stop for a minute? I'm gonna teach Ellie my secret magic spell. Here, take my hand and jump up 3 times. If you do that, you can give me half your sadness, and you'll feel halfway better. Okay. There. Don't you feel better now? A little bit. See? When I was little, my brother used to take my hand and cast this spell with me. I think we're ready to go.
Driselle.
I'm sorry. I'm not good at channeling spirits. This silly little spell is all I have.
No. It's a wonderful art.
Thank you.
I actually kind of like these skits. Of course, if you're playing Jude's story, you wouldn't see these skits. So, one thing in particular, if you're trying to complete this game, like trophy-wise and stuff like that, and completion-wise, you have to play through this game twice. And that's kind of what I did here. I'm playing through this game twice, so that way, anybody who chooses any story can at least know what to expect. And that's kind of what I decided on when I started this LP, because the biggest main factor is the fact that there's 2 heroes, and you can choose which story, which one you can play. Granted, for this playthrough, there's only going to be, like, I want to say 4 times. This being the first. There's going to be 4 grand total 4 times where Jude and Milla are actually split up. So that way you kind of have to have, like, offshoot stories here, there. But I think that, like I said, it's only grand total 4 times, and most of the time they are together. So that's why I kind of decided this would be easier to do. This room here kind of gives us an introduction to platforming puzzles here. You have to move these blocks around so that way you can climb these blocks, these grates right here. And in order to do that, sometimes you'll have to take this grate and kind of put it on the elevator and bring it down the level with you. And we got some more material for shop leveled up. And actually, you can go down these little ventilation shafts here and come out in entirely different room. And right here, I was like, I don't know what I should do. Granted, I recorded this, like, I want to say a month prior, because I decided I would make work for me when it comes to recording these videos, make it a lot easier for me to pre-record all these for Milla's segments, because, well, I just decided it's too long a game to do 2 playthroughs at once, and I just figured, what the hell, we'll do a post-commentary on these episodes where stuff like this happens. But pretty much like I said, you have to take these grates and you kind of have to move them around so that way you can climb up on here and get these treasure chests. And we got some more health items here. I don't really need some more because I have a lot, because, well, this is a New Game Plus file. I'm trying to get on the right side here. It's like, I'm gonna pull this on, put it back on the elevator. But Fort Gandala from Milla's story is a lot simpler than Jude's story, and you will see that in the next episode. Next episode, we'll be kind of working our way towards this. This whole segment in Fort Gandala, Milla's is the shortest. Really, really short compared to Jude. Jude, we're probably going to be there for about 2 or 3 episodes, I think. I don't know. But there's some more items right there. And as you guys can see, Elize is in our party, but, well, I've been kind of leveling up, but also later in the playthrough, I kind of become a little bit over leveled, so I kind of stop with the lithium orbs a lot. Even though I gain levels, I kind of stop with it. I'm on like orb 2 or 3. Actually, there's only 2 orbs, so yeah, that's pretty much that. And I'll get in more detail when we actually complete a character orb when it comes to lithium stuff, and that's just stuff for future reference. And I'll tell you what, there's later in the game, there's going to be a point where you can't level up a lithium orb anymore, and you're awarded a second one, and you have to go through another tree. There's a grand total of 2 lithium orbs before you reach max level.
I mustn't put them in undue danger. We have to proceed with caution.
We have to proceed with caution. We mustn't be careless. But anyways, like I said, there's a grand total like 4 of these kind of like spin-offs where Jude and Milla are like separated. One being really like 20 minutes short, and the other one being like full-fledged levels and stuff like that. But as of right now, like if you wanna get through the game quickly, honestly, the best suggestion I can say is Milla's story is a lot shorter than Jude's, because Milla's story kind of just goes over things really fast. And Jude's, you get more in-depth details, so people who want to experience the story for what it is, honestly, the best way I can describe it is you probably should play Jude's first. I know that's like episode 1 kind of material I should have said, but you'll see it whenever the playthrough happens, so. I'm trying to do Milla's spirit shift ability where you can kind of channel arts by holding the circle button. And whenever you do that, you'll be able to cast like Fireball and do more powerful spells instead of like Flare Bomb like this. So that's pretty much how Milla controls. I pretty much played as Milla only in Milla's story. You can switch characters anytime, but I usually prefer to play as the main character when it comes to a Tales game. And we got another guard here, so this guy's got another key for us in order to advance further in Fort Gandala.
Far too easy.
Exactly. As you guys can see, I'm getting a lot of experience. Don't mind that. That's not normal. That's like 10 times experience points.
Wait, that soldier had this on him.
Looks like a key. Well spotted. Thank you, Driselle.
See? Even I save the day sometimes.
And we got another key. I do believe we have another skid, but I'm not too sure. It's usually after every cutscene, there's usually a skid. No, we didn't get a skid. Okay, so... anyways, as you guys can see, this one's kind of unique. It's like, well, I can pull this grate out, and there's going to be a little crawl space right there for me to go in. So I'm going to pull this grate out and go through the crawl space. Inside, there's a couple treasure chests, so let's go ahead and open that up. Got some more items for the shop and stuff like that. But I couldn't get camera to work right here. It's like, ugh, come on, camera, work with me. But I don't think there's anything else you could do in this room. You need to get as many keys as you can to kind of unlock the doors here, because there are a lot of doors here that are locked. So whenever you run into a room that has a something in it, like a cutscene activated where you have to fight a guard, you're getting a key that you need to advance further into the fortress, essentially. Now, honestly, like I said before, Milla's story is kind of really short compared to Jude's, and you'll see it especially with this episode in particular, because I'll put it this way, like, Milla's story, like, it just brings you straight to Fort Gandala. In Jude's segment, you have to go through a plain area, then go to Fort Gandala, then do all this. So, Jude, you have a little bit more, you know, running around having to do all this stuff. And because of that, I honestly think Milla's story is really hard to do with certain subquests, because sometimes I can do certain subquests with Jude right off the bat because I have more control over him, but because of predetermined cutscene stuff with Milla, I can't. I have to come back later and do this, like, during this time period. But, actually, if I remember correctly, in this room in particular, I did run into something that we haven't run into yet. It's that thing right there. If I can catch it, if I can catch it, if I can catch it. And I was like, oh, dang it. What that was a Bakura. If you're wondering what that was, sometimes whenever you're running around the field in a dungeon, you run into a square, a floating square. That's a Bakura. When you see that, try to use a dark bottle on it. The item dark bottle. A dark bottle attracts enemies towards you, because if you don't use a dark bottle, the Bakura will run away from you. Bakuras are enemies that give out a crap ton of experience points. They're kind of like the metal slimes from Dragon Quest, if you want to think of it that way. But that's what a Bakura was. And as you guys can see, there's another one right there just spawned. So I'm going to go ahead and run down here and use a dark bottle. Dark bottles attract enemies towards you. And Bakuras, since they run away from you, they're going to come straight to you when you use the dark bottle. But this is a Bakura. These guys are really high level, and they're really resilient. So whenever you're trying to fight this thing, it's resistant to all elements. If you use any sort of art, it's going to be resistant to it. There are multiple levels of Bakura. There's regular Bakura, there's bronze Bakura, there's silver Bakura, and there's gold Bakura. You'll find a Bakura based on what tier it is later in the game. So, like, right here, I'm fighting a regular Bakura, because it's still, granted, it may not feel like it, but it's still early in the game. So, that's why I found it. And as you guys can see, it gave out a lot of experience points. It's a really good way to grind. If you can find one, go kill it. Go kill it fast. go fight, make it chase after you kind of fast. But I'm trying to get that. And we got another guy, but like I said, the dark bottle, you'll get a little dark aura around you whenever you use it, and all enemies will start hesitantly going after you really fast. And you have to kind of last it. And there's another item in here. It's called a holy bottle. If you use the holy bottle, enemies will avoid you. So it's kind of complete opposite of what a dark bottle does. But I was trying to save right here, as you guys can see. You probably see the date. This is when it was recorded. It was a long time ago. But I was trying to get through the playthrough as much as I can. That way I'd have enough footage. But if we come in here, we'll see that we're in this room. This is where we need to be.
Mana activity is off the meter. We've recorded an instantaneous value of 585,000 rails from the mana discharge.
Magnificent. What the? Hey, how did you get here?
Elize, Driselle, jump!
What? But I can't.
Don't be afraid. I'll catch you.
But...
Your best friend is about to be taken from you again. Is that what you want?
Tipo!
You have to jump. I know you can do it.
I did it!
What nonsense is this? How pathetic.
King Nachtigal!
Nachtigal!
Did they disrupt the experiment?
Yes, Your Highness. But not before we collected the data.
Very good. Well done.
Nachtigal! I am going to put an end to your petty ambitions right now!
So, is this her?
Yes.
So is this girl really supposed to be the Lord of Spirits? Oh, please, don't make me laugh!
Are you alright, Milla?
With the Lance of Kresnik, know that I will bring Azul to its knees!
That's why you invaded Sherrilton? How can you keep committing these atrocities?
Silence, boy! These matters are not meant for children such as you!
How dare you!
You didn't really think you could stop me, did you? Ilbert, is that you?
Rowan Ilbert?
Wait, what? The Ilbert from the history books? Ilbert the conductor?
What business could one who cast aside both his army and his kingdom have here?
Lady Driselle, I'm so pleased to find you safe. I was beside myself with worry.
Huh. You have fallen far, Ilbert. But your new role as a servant suits you.
Your Highness, this way. You need not trouble yourselves with these criminals any longer.
Get back here!
And now, Milla's all by herself. If you go and chase Nachtigal, where she ran off,
I don't like this. Mana-boosting technology like that could pose a real threat in Azul's hands.
What are you so afraid of? We'll just have our military equipped with the same technology.
Well, it might not be that easy.
I do not care. Bring the data back to Fenmont at once.
Do you wish to use it on the Lance of Kresnik subjects?
Yes, and without delay.
Stop right there!
Well, if it isn't the phony Maxwell.
Tell me, why do you use Spyrex? Why do you sacrifice your own people to attain power that you don't need? A king is supposed to protect his people.
As if a charlatan like you could comprehend. It is my duty to rule this world. It's my destiny. But to fulfill this duty, to my country, to my people, power is a necessity. I must protect them both. All kings derive power from their people. It's a small sacrifice, and a worthy sacrifice.
Good speech, but it has one flaw.
Really? Then do tell.
If you must rely on trickery such as this, and if you truly need something like Spyrex to fulfill this precious duty of yours, then in the end you will achieve nothing! Not this false, twisted mission, and not your imagined destiny. Nothing at all!
You can lecture all you want. It changes nothing. You haven't even scratched me yet.
It looks like there were more flaws than I thought.
What? That's impossible. So this is the power of will over destiny? I still don't have a scratch on me now, do I? Your Highness!
You have no right to even talk about duty!
She never once hesitated.
Milla! Your Highness, this way!
Milla! No way! You can't be! Milla!
You two all right? What's wrong?
She's... Elize! You have to heal her! Quickly!
She doesn't look so good. She's all busted up.
Come on, Milla. Open your eyes. Why? Why did this have to happen?
I wish I could say.
There they are! The escapees! Get them!
Time to go. Nothing else we can do here. Let's get her back to Charlton.
Stop them! Activate the guards!
Quickly!
Now, I really hate leaving you guys on a cliffhanger like this. I'm sorry about that, but anyways, in the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Xillia, we are going to be playing through Jude's side of that whole scenario. So we won't be able to get to see the conclusion of this until a few episodes later. I'm sorry about that. I'm leaving you guys on a big cliffhanger like this. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode.